Hi, welcome to A Passionate Rabbi Walk into a Bar. My name is Scott Eastman. I'll be your host today. Joining me, as always, is my friend Pastor Sean Hennessy. Normally we have a rabbi here, but all we have is this persona non grata wearing a Seahawks jersey, which is ridiculous.
Seahawks.
Anyway, this is my friend Rabbi Matt Rosenberg. I want to talk about you being a religious leader and the guy at the end of the bar.
Right.
Sorry, this is where I started before we got all off track.
Do I not get to be a religious leader?
Yeah,
Not
you were
in
too.
not in this. You don't have to be in every story.
Oh,
But
Shocking.
in this particular story,
that's what people say about the Jewish people.
you're like a
Turns
typical.
out.
Oh my
you're like a
gosh.
typical-
Turns out we are in every
Oh,
story.
jeez.
But you're like a typical
Always
Seahawks
left
fan.
out.
Yeah, that's
Think
totally it. I'm the 12th
that it
man,
all
yo.
revolves around
yes,
you.
12th man.
Didn't we pay Texas
Which you
A&M?
stole for. Yeah, I was gonna say you stole that from
No,
Texas
the
A&M.
Seahawks pay them.
Oh,
Texas
I did
A&M
not
has
know
the
that.
12th man copyrighted.
I did not know.
Right.
And the Seahawks
Yeah.
pay
Yeah.
How much?
Texas A&M.
That's such a Seattle thing too, right? Because we don't want to make this up for ourselves. We'll just buy it from you. Like we're too weak.
I don't know. I feel
No,
like
that's a Yankee thing.
I feel like I feel like you've got Boeing, you've got Microsoft, you've got Amazon. There's quite a few
yeah.
pretty
Mount Rainier,
impactful, which
beer?
they're going to change the name of,
which
to
is actually called the Mountain.
Mount Tahoma. They're going to change that. The
That's
name
his
of Mount
original
Rainier.
name.
Because was
But they're
Rainier
going
like
to
a
change it back
racist
because
person? or
Rainier
something?
was like a slave owner.
Rainier was a slave ship captain.
But let
No
me-
kidding.
Yeah.
Listen,
Oh my gosh.
but Rainier beer is.
Tahoma beer.
I like Rainier.
Is it going to be Tahoma?
It's pretty good. They have some of the best marketing. I mean, it's like a
yeah.
piss version of like it's like a Coors Light kind of. But it's good. They have
is it
great
made with, like,
marketing.
Rainier water?
They have a great. Their
First
can
of all,
is
all
legendary.
beer is a piss version of something else.
Yeah, it's true. Unless it's a really dark beer.
Yeah.
Right.
So
a
that's
poop
what you're
version.
either a dark beer guy or you're a light beer guy, right? So
That's how you did there.
are you a dark beer or a light beer guy?
You're a religious leader at the end of a bar.
No,
Now he's avoiding the
now
question.
I'm interested.
Dark or light?
Well, light for sure, but
Really?
yeah,
That makes
more
sense.
like amber. I
It
like
make-
ambers.
It makes a lot of sense.
Heffenweisens. I'll do the
Not
Heffenweisens.
taking the
Yeah,
I'll tell you this. As we're talking-
Hefeweizens are
it
awesome.
makes sense that you would like gross beer. That's
Anything
gross.
with a grapefruit.
Yeah.
Anything, what is it? Those? Is that grapefruit
Oh,
Hefeweizen?
so good.
So good, bro. It's
We
like
went
drinking a
to-
squirt with benefits.
me and a bunch of guys went to Buffalo Wild Wings and we were watching a football game.
already disqualified.
And
Just
everybody,
saying.
which also, by the way, from an earlier episode, Arby's also owns Buffalo Wild Wings.
Stop.
I'm telling you, Arby's is a sleeper, bro. They own everything. And all the guys ordered drinks, and I was like, I'll take this vodka strawberry lemonade. And all the guys were like, started to mock me.
Right.
Yeah,
Is your
And I
wife coming?
Yeah, all that stuff. And I was like, you know what? If you've ever had strawberry lemonade with actual strawberries in it and vodka, it's delicious.
So it's like the
I
Red
don't care.
Robin drink, but with vodka in it.
Yes.
That Red Robin freckled lemonade is
Red Robin.
yum.
Yeah, but I don't actually prefer beer.
Yeah, I don't either actually.
I'd much rather drink whiskey
I
or rye or
I had
bourbon or...
a beer last night. It was an Oktoberfest from Hinterland. I can't remember the last time I had a beer other than that.
I can't get over all the commercials that are like, when I choose a beer, I choose Bud Light. You're like, nobody chooses Bud Light. They choose Bud Light because it's cheap.
It's what
Right.
they're serving at the wedding.
No, I was on a
You don't
plane.
you don't just choose Bud Light.
I was on a plane last week and I got bumped. I got what do you call it?
Right. Upgraded.
I got upgraded, not to first class, but to Comfort Plus.
Right.
And the flight attendant came around and asked me if I wanted any beer or
Yeah.
wine, and I said, "Well, like what kind of beer do you have?" And she said, "We have is either Bud Light or Miller Lite." I said, "I'm fine." These are your only options.
Yeah,
like
She meant we have 3 wines.
Yeah, we so we have a red wine, we have a white wine,
Yeah.
and we
Miller
have
Lite.
a light beer. You don't have a Pilsner, you don't have a... Listen, this is what we got. We got this and Cheez-Its. Like, this is what you have right now.
Those are the COVID
Like,
selections.
it's- So anyway, I'm the guy... So I
right.
like a... It's thank you for asking. I like a darker beer.
I already knew by your
Yeah.
mockery of the light beer.
I know.
I didn't need to ask.
It
You're such
just,
a jerk about it.
Feels more robust to me. Like maybe
but I
in
also
the
don't
summer.
like coffee, and all dark beers taste like coffee.
How do you like cigars if you don't like coffee? It's the same
I like
palate. Or do you like? I know you're
I
more
like
of a
light
pipe guy.
cigars.
That is true. Like a
Yeah,
sun
I don't
grown.
like dark cigars.
Interesting. But did you like that Padron? The Padron 7000 is money.
Yeah, but that's a nice. Yeah.
That's
a nice
dark.
cigar.
That's darker than you would have normally.
Totally.
So I'm the religious leader at the end of the
Let me
bar.
just drop this bomb before we can move on to that.
Let's go.
One, I can't taste the difference between any beers, right? There's just all just beer,
That's
right?
weird.
I can't taste. I don't taste the
you
difference
have
in coffee. No, like coffee. Like I'll go to coffee with a friend, and they'll be like,
hope
"What's
not.
what's the
My wife will
coffee
be mad.
today that you've ground and brewed with the thing?" Right? Oh, it's a Colombian blah 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 blah, blah with a Guatemalan blah blah blah. Right? And I'm like,
don't
all
mix.
coffee
You don't
tastes like
mix.
dirty water to me. Right? All cigars taste the same to me. It's all just hot smoke. Right? Just
Sean
hot.
knows a guy who would drink dirty water if what's her name is in it.
Yeah, Charlize Theron.
Mhm, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was
So-
she the best part of that last Mad Max movie?
No.
I didn't even know. I haven't seen them.
Because what's his name? He was in that guy. Who was in that movie?
Yeah, the guy who played.
Oh, Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
I like everything with Tom Hardy.
So, Tom Hardy as.
Oh, Bale?
Oh my gosh.
He's
And then
really good as Bale.
Tom Hardy.
Fire rises.
Bane.
And then, Bane. And then Tom Hardy as the twin brothers, as the English twin brothers.
Fighter. No, that movie's so.
Oh my gosh, that was a good movie.
Tom Hardy's in 1917.
He is.
He's in The Fighter. His best movie is that he plays like these booze runners. I can't remember what we're talking about.
Oh yeah, Lawless.
So good.
Yeah. But
One
I
of
can't
my-
watch that movie
one of my
because
top-
Jessica Chastain is naked in that movie.
Really?
Yep.
Who is Jessica Chastain?
I always get her and Ron Howard's daughter confused.
I thought you were
very
going to say
similar.
her and Ron Howard. I was going to say that it wouldn't matter if she's naked. Oh my gosh, bro. Speaking of Ron Howard,
Ron Howard's a redhead.
Opie Cunningham.
Yeah.
Look what.
I know.
Look what he did.
Wow.
Look what he did.
Yep, truly.
The Fonz must be
And
so
Bryce
proud.
Howard, her episodes of The Mandalorian that she directs.
She just did this last one.
That's what this is.
Man.
It's Lenny and Squiggy.
It totally is.
Full circle.
It totally
bro.
is. And who would have thought in that show that it was Lenny that would have been gone on to have like an acting career?
huge.
Because Squeaky was like the bigger of the two
guy,
characters.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, he was the guy.
Anyway.
He was the Laurel,
Yes.
not the Hardy.
That's it.
Yep.
Yep.
He was the better one.
Yeah. And the big ragu.
Or he was the tall guy from Home Alone.
Are we
And not Joe
are we
Pesci.
ever religious leaders at bars? What
Yes.
happens?
So anyway. So here you guys talk about which
digress.
beer you like, which
Yeah.
cigar you like, right? If I'm the guy at the end of the bar, I'm thinking, what kind of pastor or rabbi is this?
Yeah.
Even having a beer,
Yeah.
much less talking about how many beers they have or whatever.
Right.
Because to your point, earlier in another episode, you talked about how people have this expectation of you as a religious leader in your church
Yeah.
that they have arrived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? And my whole goal, as if I'm going to be a follower in their church, I have to arrive too. And so
Right.
my goal is to be like them. They're the most like Jesus, and so I need to get to be more like them. And so all these things, these commandments, are rules things I have to give up so I can be more like Pastor Sean or Rabbi Matt. Like that's the goal. And I'm not ready to give up my stuff yet.
Right.
I'm not ready to give up looking at Jessica Chastain naked. Or like, that doesn't even seem like that's a thing really. Like I feel like she's just like a girl. Anyway, because she was in that one show where she played like that girl that ran her own like gambling ring.
Yeah.
That was a really good movie. Wasn't she in that?
She's in
I feel like if I were a good religious leader, though, right now we'd pause and I'd say, "Are you really not okay not looking at?"
I mean, it's Jessica Chastain.
Bro, here's the thing. We could have a long discussion about this, or you could have a Cliff Notes version of it. So yes, I will drink a beer. I'm more of a Scotch guy than I am a beer guy, but that's neither here nor there. I have a machine at my house called the DrinkWorks machine. It's like the Keurig of alcoholic beverages. You can make an old fashioned, you can
So
make
cool.
a mojito, and it's just you put a pod in, boom, you're done. And when you look at the sleeve that has the pods in it, it tells you level of sweetness and level of booziness, right? Now here's the thing, drinking's not a thing for me. I can go weeks without having a drink. I can go without a cigar. I don't have to have a cigar. I love cigars. I love everything about it. I love the craftsmanship of them. I love that it makes me stop. It makes me focus. I can't multitask and smoke a cigar. But right now, I'm fasting cigars for 40 days. It's well, okay, I'm not going to smoke a cigar for 40 days. If I had a problem with them, I wouldn't be able to do that. If I had a problem with alcohol, I couldn't have that machine in my house. And so there's certain things that I won't drink in public. And it has nothing to do with who sees me, right? So I could care less. If I'm at a restaurant, somebody sees me drinking an old fashioned, I don't really care what that person thinks of me, because that's not between me and them, right? But I cannot. I felt like the Holy Spirit said this to me like about 3 years ago. So like a city council guy got picked up for DUI. And I remember reading that in the paper and going, what would ever happen if I drank this drink and maybe had one drink and maybe I had some sort of a reaction to that, and I got in my car and I was driving erratic because I was texting, and then a guy pulled me over. Like I've been pulled over like 5 times in De Pere by the same guy. And actually my son got pulled over the other day, same guy. He goes, "Oh, you're Sean Hennessy's son." And so he got a ticket, bro. And he's like the cop in the unmarked car. So I thought, what if the silver fox pulls me over? That's what I call him, because he drives a silver car. What if the silver fox pulled me over and he suspected that I had had too much to drink? What that has just done is that has ruined my witness to me, to somebody else, right? Or if somebody sees me drinking a drink and they have a problem with drinking and that causes them to stumble, I don't want to be their stumbling block. So, but I don't have a problem with those things. But there are some things in my life that you get to do that I can't do. Like I can't watch Stranger Things. It's like the weirdest thing, and I know it's a teenage show, and I keep coming back to this. And like my wife, Sunny, is a black or white person, and we talked about this in between episodes, where like my wife was telling our kids, you can't watch Stranger Things, and my kids are like, okay, Grey's Anatomy, right? And like we justify things, right? So like if I watch Stranger Things,
yeah,
what I know is how I feel. This is that Holy Spirit that we talked about on a previous episode. The Holy Spirit will tell me, bro, you turn that off, man. And here's what happened. Like I was watching Stranger Things. I felt convicted about that. Like, bro, you can't do this. And like, it's not that I can't do that because no one can do that. I can't do that because of how it makes me feel. I can't do that because of the dreams, because of the places that it'll take me, because of the places that I've been in my past that will be like manifested by me living in that season right now, right? Yeah. So I felt like I need to turn it off. So I turned it off, and an hour later, I turned the same up. I was like, I gotta finish that episode. Like you said about Game of Thrones. I turned it back on. Bro, I didn't sleep that night. And my son had a bad night's sleep. So to me, it was like, what did I invite into my presence? What presence did I invite into my presence because I was disobedient? And so